Nick is a great kid. Nick's hilarious. He keeps, when everybody on the team's high-strung and stressed out, Nick's that guy that kind of, says something that brings us all back down to earth because you can't help but laugh at him. He plays center. You can't really block with your hands, so he didn't have to worry about that. So a lot of times he'll hike the ball and he'll kind of just sneak out to the side when no one's looking at him. And he's like an emergency valve. If a quarterback can't find somebody, they just kind of pitch it to Nick, and he kind of runs down the field a little bit, gets what he can. But Nick's a funny kid. I really enjoy having Nick around. I'm really glad that I made the choice to put him on the team.
Oh, Nick! Oh no! Oh.
He's that goofy kid, man. You can't help but love him. I love Nick. He's, Nick. If I tell Nick to do something, Nick, I need you to do this. Okay, and then he'll ask me 5 questions about it, and then he'll go do it to make sure he does it right every time.
When he was about 5 months old, he developed a condition called hydrocephalus, and that's pretty much water on the brain. And because of that condition, he's had over 35 surgeries and over 100 hospital stays. He is learning disabled, and he's had a tough time through all of high school, or through all of school, with his learning disabilities. But at the Career Center, they've been working with him for the last 2 years to learn the welding trade. He recently passed his work keys. Like I said, he graduates tomorrow from the welding center, and hopefully he'll have an opportunity to be self-sufficient. His obstacles have been learning disabilities, but to talk with him, to meet with him, to interact with him, you could never tell unless you ask him to write something out or to do some math of some sort. That's when it really shows up. But because of his learning disability, he completed high school without a diploma or a GPA, and that makes it real tough trying to find a job. He was accepted into a special program at the University of South Carolina for kids like him, but because there's no funding or grants or scholarships for that type of program, it's impossible for us to afford to send him there. That's why he went into the Career Center, and he actually had a job this year working at Blending Ironworks, doing some welding and other things for him. So it's all part of trying to make him as independent as possible, and so far it's been successful.